guys, so in case you're wondering why my eyebrows look a little bit red and a bit weird today and my makeup looks a bit different, it's because I just finished filming a Primark makeup test, which will be out in a couple of weeks, but I can't be bothered to strip off my face and then put it all back on, and yeah, so we're just gonna deal with sort of good, sort of not good makeup on my face today. I'm sorry. So Christmas is just around the corner. This can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how much stress you're going through in terms of thinking of what to get your friends and family in terms of presents. I know that I struggled quite a lot when I was younger, what to get my mom, what to get my dad, what to get my best friend, what to get people who like gaming and all this stuff. I didn't know what to do, so I hope this video helps. I've compiled a little list of things to inspire you in terms of what to get people, and I hope this is helpful. I am talking fast today. I am on the ball. It's good. It's a good day. I'm happy today. No one gonna tear me down. I don't know what that was. Okay, so firstly we're gonna talk about what to get a mum for Christmas. Now I've come up with a few things, and I still think the best thing to get a mum for Christmas is a gift set. Basically, with mums, you want them to know how hard they work and how much you appreciate them, and what better time than Christmas to give them something that helps them to relax, you know? I wish I knew about Lush products when I was younger. Yes, I'm talking about Lush again, but their gift sets are really, really amazing. Like the prices, I think they're just a little bit cheaper than getting all the items individually, but they're gift wrapped and they're lovely. I just think, like, what better way to say I love you mum than to get her something for a bath or a shower just to help her relax a little bit. So I would definitely recommend going into Lush and being like, hi, my mum likes this, my mum needs to relax, what can I get her, what have you got in this price range? And I'm sure the people in Lush will be happy to help you. They're always so lovely in there, even though they do come up to you within 2 seconds of you walking in the door, which I do find annoying. Also, I went into Boots the other day and I walked past their Christmas section and they have this lovely Soap and Glory gift set. It was £20. It was like this big. It had like 5 or 6 things in it, like scrubs and shower gels and all that stuff, and it looked lovely, and literally like £20. I was like, that's crazy for Soap and Glory. So I might pick that up and get that for my mum as a secondary gift. My mum already knows what I've got her. We don't really celebrate Christmas in a traditional way in our family. We just sort of go, this is what I've got you for Christmas, have it now. We sort of just get the adult Christmas out the way and sort of focus on my brother and sister for the actual Christmas day. And my mum already knows that I've got her a purse. That sounds like a cheapskate present. It wasn't the cheapest of purses in the world, but I do think that purses and handbags are very, very good to get a mum, because my mum's purse was awful. It was like, you know, destroyed. She'd had it for years, so I think getting her a replacement purse was the best thing. Also, handbags, I know it sounds very stereotypical, oh, it's a woman, get her a handbag, but genuinely, mums do really like handbags, like, in my experience anyway. The only issue is, like, handbags are quite a personal item to a woman, so make sure you definitely know that your mum would like it and appreciate the design of it before getting one. On the topic of avoiding things for mum, don't buy your mum shoes or watches or anything that's really, really personal, because I found that shoes are just the worst thing that you can get a mum, because if they're not there, you don't know if they're going to hurt their feet, you don't know if they're too big, too small, your mum may not like the design of them. Just shoes are a no-no. I would say watches are kind of a no-no, and they're quite expensive anyway, and I'm trying to focus this on like a low budget kind of shopping trip. Talk too fast, okay, breathe. Now obviously if your mum reads a lot, there's the option of getting her books, but I'll be talking more about books and what to get bookworms a bit later on. And lastly, if you're on a low budget, Primark are doing some really genuinely lovely jumpers this time of year. I think seriously going into Primark and getting your mum a coat or a jumper or even a bag or something like that, just a few little bits, I would love that, I think. Like, imagine waking up to a nice fluffy dressing gown on Christmas. That would be nice. So, and they're pretty cheap, so that is all that I got for mothers. Obviously, with all of these people, you know your mum better than I know your mum. I don't know your mum at all. She may not like any of these products. I'm just trying to throw some ideas out there. Okay, now dads are a lot harder. I want to mention first and foremost, do not fall for the socks and slippers and chocolates thing. They're so overdone, and it's just so unexciting for your dad to just open the same present every year. I used to do it. I used to be guilty of it when I was a kid. I used to get my dad socks and slippers every year, and I just think that's awful. Imagine waking up to the same gift all the time. But I have come up with some solutions, so bear with me. The first idea I had, and this is completely not sponsored, this is just from my experience, there are 2 websites that I want to mention. One is called firebox.com and one of them is notonthehighstreet.com. You might have heard of both of those. Firebox.com do loads of like cheap gadgets, like really sort of quirky, sort of jokey presents. Go on firebox.com, there are some really, really cute things that I think dads would really, really like. Notonthehighstreet.com do like lots of personalised gifts with like quite quick turnaround, so you can get like your dad's name on a keyring or a mug or a corkboard or anything that you think your dad would appreciate. There are also things like grow your own chilies and brew your own beer and stuff like that, so little DIY kits. Seriously, if you're struggling for ideas, go on those websites. I found them really, really helpful in the past. They also do like specialised Christmas gifts, but I think you want to get something that's going to last them all year and not just be a novelty for Christmas, because I think what's the point in just getting them like, you know, a Christmas stocking or something weird like that. Get them something that they'll enjoy whether it's Christmas or not. You know? Another good one for dads is music. Now, my dad loves music. A lot of dads are really into music. Find out what your dad likes, like the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, 70s music, 80s music, whatever, and get like a greatest hits or like, you know, a compilation CD or like a hidden gem that he may not have known about. Because dads love listening to music. They love having an iPod on in the car and stuff like that, so that's always a good one. Another good one with dads is books. I know that dads like to read, especially my dad. I would recommend this so much. This is the Steve Jobs biography. Look how thick that is, but seriously, I read this in like a week, and it is probably one of my favourite books of all time. I just find his life fascinating. I think this is just a really good buy for anyone that has their own business or wants to start their own business or anything, and I just think most dads would really love a book like this. Even if your dad doesn't like Apple products, this guy, seriously, his life story is amazing, so him. Okay, so moving on to what to buy your best friend. Now, obviously, I don't know what your best friend likes, and most of the time you may not know what your best friend likes. I always had that one friend that I shared no common interest with. My best friend Lisa, who I met when I was 11, she loves sports. She loves playing football, she loves watching football, and I'm just not interested in that sort of stuff at all. She goes to the gym like every day. I haven't been to the gym in like 6 months, but she's still my best friend. And for Christmas last year, I think actually it was her birthday, I got her a £100 JD Sports gift card because I thought, hey, that's the sort of thing that she's into, and I seriously can't stress enough how good gift cards are. I'm not saying you have to get your friend a gift card, I'm just saying if you're completely struggling, gift cards are the way to go. A few things I did think of, again, not on thehighstreet.com, do personalised gifts so you can get them like a photo frame or whatever with their name on it. Another one that I thought of was a photo album filled with photos of you and your best friend and lots of your memories. I just think that's a really personal gift and I think that's lovely. I guess that one's a little bit more feminine, but you know, I would love to have a photo album sent to me. That's all. Now, I would say with best friends, avoid buying them personal hygiene products. Like, you know, you can get those like Dove gift sets, like a deodorant and a body wash and like a little foofy spongy thing. I received quite a few of those when I was at school, and I always sort of thought, are they buying this because it's cheap or because I stink? And I would hate to give that sort of paranoia to someone else. So I would personally say avoid them. With family it's a little bit different because you treat your friends and family a little bit different when it comes to Christmas. But yeah, avoid the smelly stuff. Now we're going to move on to friends or brothers and sisters who have different interests. So if you have someone that is really into gaming, the only thing that I could really think of, because games obviously are quite personal, there is if you don't already know this, a lot of you will already know this, one of the main ways to play games on the PC is using an application called Steam, which is like a hub where you buy games and you play games through Steam. You can get a Steam wallet voucher and they just redeem the code, so you can put in however much you want and they can buy as many games or little add-ons as they want. If you want to go a step further and you know your friend or brother really well and you know what games they really like, I shouldn't have said brother or sister, it doesn't matter, girls can play games too, obviously. If you really know them, get them a game that they would never pick out for themselves, because I think that's wonderful. I would love to get a game that is completely out of my comfort zone. Like, I would never play a FIFA game, and I think it would be amazing to get a game like that and just be like, well, I'm totally out of my comfort zone now. I just think that's a good idea, because it's sort of like, hey, do something different. I'm enabling you to do something different, you know. Or it could be a terrible idea. They might think you don't know them at all. So you can gauge that one for yourself. Now, for the people who absolutely love to read, now I have become one of these people, and I never used to be a bookworm at all. I used to hate reading. I just have a couple of suggestions for you guys. Obviously, again, Steve Jobs' book, good for anyone, amazing life story. Gonna leave that there now. I have recently been loving this book. This is The Drowning of Arthur Braxton. I have mentioned this in a video before. I'm currently reading it for the second time, and look at that cover. It's so cool. This is like an urban fairy tale. Quite a few people have already started reading this, which is great. But if you haven't heard of this, pick this up. It's so good and so well written. I think genuinely any friend would love this book. It's quite confusing and you don't really understand a lot of it until the end when it's all tied up, and I love that. I love sort of escaping into a different world. This is the last book that I read. This is called As Red as Blood by Salla Simuka. I can't pronounce Swedish names, Finnish names, I don't know. Now this book, like, I didn't really hold out much hope for, but I can tell you this really is a great read. I read this in like 2 days. It's quite a small read. It is about a schoolgirl who finds, she goes into her photography darkroom at school and she finds lots of money that has lots of blood dried on it. And she goes on like a quest to find out whose money it was, and then it's just a really, really good book. So I would recommend that one a lot. And finally is the Atlas of Adventures. It is huge, and Luke bought this for me for my birthday. I've only had a quick look inside, but it is absolutely beautiful. It shows you like different countries and what you can do in the different countries, because I really want to travel next year. Luke got this for me. He was just like, hey, go and see some places, and it's just gorgeous. The illustrations are lovely, and it's just a really unique present. They've started selling this in bookstores now, so this one is £20, which is quite expensive, but I just think the artwork is lovely. So that is all the suggestions that I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope it sort of inspired some ideas. Don't forget to check out those websites. I think they're really, really helpful. Again, not sponsored, just genuinely think they're great sites. And I wish you the best. I wish you the best of luck. There you go. That's what I meant to say. Go forth and buy some appropriate presents. But do remember, it's not about how much money you spend. If your family and friends know you that well, they'll know that, especially if you're a student, you're quite tight on money, and they'll appreciate that you just took the time to, you know, make the effort. But come on, if you're watching this, you're probably past the age of making a handmade card, okay? Don't be stingy, just get a nice card. And remember, if you have a little brother or sister, they will prefer to play with the box that the toy came in. Seriously. Okay, so that's about it. I will see you guys very, very soon. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for all the updates of when new videos are coming. I'm thinking of uploading every Thursday and Sunday on this channel now, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for like 115,000 subscribers. I think that's amazing, and I'm so happy I can help so many people, and I'm really happy today. So, it's a good day. Bye! That was a really awkward bye. Wow!